Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abel and we are back with Football Manager 2020 and Music in Motion with Nashville SC. We've got 3 games to go of the season. We're going to bring you all 3 on camera, starting with today's against the LA Galaxy. Next episode we'll have the final 2 games, but today against Galaxy, we're at home. We are in second place in our table. We have managed to get some results off camera. It hasn't been quite as bad as it was last season, that end where we lost like 8 games in a row. We have dropped some points, we have lost some games, but we have managed to get back to winning ways at least. So it hasn't been as bad as last time, but we have dropped off a little bit since our nice winning streak we had a while ago. Yeah, last episode we lost both games in a double live call. We lost 2-1 to Chicago Fire, our first game against them. That was in the semi-finals of the US Open Cup. So we are out of that, but we've done well to get to that point. We had some good results in that cup competition. Unfortunately, Chicago was just one too many. And then we lost 2-0 against Vancouver Whitecaps, who are bottom of the Western Conference, because of course they are. And yeah, we just had 2 really rotten games. We played 5 games off camera and we did suffer a 4th straight defeat, the first of which was that loss against Dallas before that double live com. We lost 3-1 to Minnesota United, who I think are just below us in the table. I think this did see them overtake us, but we got some results back. But a 3-1 win here for Minnesota United. We went 3-0 down in the first half, and all 3 goals coming from Mason Toye, their striker. A hat-trick for him in the first half. We did get a consolation with Randall Leal scoring from the bench. That was in the 87th minute, far too late for us to do anything with it. But yeah, we just were really bad in this one. We really couldn't get into the game. Didn't create too much apart from our substitutes. The changes were good. We just probably didn't have the good starting 11 and just didn't play too well. So a 3-1 defeat here, not great, and it was 4 losses in a row. But thankfully, we did get back to winning ways with a 3-1 home win against Real Salt Lake. It was a close game, but we were just a bit more creative than them. They had, you know, similar possession numbers, similar number of shots and shots on target, but Salt Lake didn't really get close to our goal. A lot of long-range efforts from them, and we were much better with our chance creation. Really good performance, this one. We took a lead in the first half. Davor Lovren with goals again. He's been good, Davor Lovren. You know, he's been a good signing late on. So he led for us. Real Salt Lake equalised not long after. Marlon Hairston with the equalising goal for Real Salt Lake. And then in the second half, we went back in front. Will Bruin with his first goal since his return from injury. He gave us a 2-1 lead just before the hour. And then just after the hour, it was 3-1, and it was Lovren with his second goal of the game. So a great performance. Pacheco with 2 assists as well. He was great. Defending was pretty good. We did concede 1 goal, but not too bad really. Just, yeah, much better performance after a pretty rotten losing streak. And then we did remain unbeaten for the rest of those games, but we did draw a couple of games, the first of which was away against Los Angeles FC. They were managerless as well, I think. They just sacked their manager. It was a 1-1 draw, this one. You know, considering their form, I know ours was much better, but, you know, they're bottom. We could have got something here, but just a draw is not bad. After a goalless first half, we did take a lead, and it was Alejandro Pozuelo with his first goal for us. That came on 65 minutes. Los Angeles scored in the last 10 minutes to equalise. It was Palazzi getting the goal there, the defensive midfielder with the goal. So we had to set off with just a point. I thought it was a close game. We had possession, but Los Angeles very good going forward with the break. Lots of creative chances for them as well. There could have been so many more goals in this one, but just 1-1. Then we had a goalless draw away against Houston Dynamo. Again, I thought we maybe could have got something here. We were probably better than them. They had just 1 shot on target, so I feel a little bit disappointed not to get anything from this one, considering we created a number of chances, as you can see from our stats, and Pacheco has kind of taken over from Hinman. Hinman, since he came back from international duty, has not really performed as well. Hasn't seen too much football because he's been on the bench, but Pacheco's been very good. And this was a goalless draw, another point that we picked up, but maybe could have won this one. We did win in our most recent game, though. It was a real smash and grab one as well. We were goalless against Portland Timbers for almost the entire match. And then in the 92nd minute, we led. David Beckham from the bench getting the goal in a much quieter game. This one was a little bit more dull than the other ones. Thought it was going to stay 0-0, but we did get that late equaliser. Real smash and grab win here against Portland Timbers. And, you know, with lots of away games, 3 away games in a row, we didn't lose one of them, so that's good. A little bit better to see this rather than, 4 defeats in a row. Don't really want to see that anymore. And with 3 games to go, we've got Los Angeles today, and the next episode we've got Sporting Kansas City and then Seattle Sounders. 3 home games in a row. Hopefully we can get some good results in this one. I don't think we're going to be able to catch Dallas with 11 points between us. Yeah, we won't be able to catch them. So Dallas have made it top of the table, so they will get a bye through to the semi-finals. Not sure if they're going to be winners of the Supporters' Shield yet, but we're looking good. It looks like we have confirmed. We haven't quite confirmed top 7 though. With 3 games to go, we would have to lose these 3 games and see some real turnarounds if we are to drop out of the top 7. So we have all but qualified for the MLS Cup playoffs. We'll have to wait and see how high we get, though. Second place would be nice, but there's just 1 point behind us to Minnesota, 5 back to LA. With a few problems at right back, we have brought one in. Niall Mason has joined the club. He was a free agent, just a bit of backup just to see us through those last few games. Last played for at Peterborough, and he's come in as a free agent. He looks okay, but again, just a little bit of cover because of course we had to waive Brian Beckler's left back. We've got Justin Morrow now, who hasn't really been good. He's not a good player, but again, he's just a player just to bring in as backup just for these last few games. Greg Gutz is back from injury though, so he will hopefully start today. Of course, Lovitz is out for the season. Bezel is out for the rest of the season. Nazaret picked up an injury, so we're not going to see him again for the rest of the season. Randall Leal also picked up a knock, but we might see him in next episode if he's fit. We'll have to wait and see. So, LA Galaxy are the opponents today. Pretty similar form-wise. We have won 2 in our last 5. Galaxy have only won 1. They are not far behind us, of course. 7 points behind us. It's going to be a tough game, this one. So, with Lille injured, we're going to start a Cam on the left. He scored last game, so hopefully we can see more of that. Annie Barber is probably going to play. Oh, no, Arriaga's going to come back in. He missed out a couple of games because he didn't really do too well. So, we're going to bring him alongside Annie Barber. We are going to go to Garza at left back. I'm not sure how fit he is to play. Recommended 45 minutes. I think he'll be fine. I'd rather have a unfit Garza than Morrow because Morrow just isn't very good. We'll put Gleason onto the bench, who hasn't really been a good signing. And the midfield 3, Pacheco and Panada are settled in. Panada, that defensive midfielder, should be good. And then you've got, maybe Pizzuelo, maybe Hinman. I think we'll go with Pizzuelo, though. He has been a little bit better in his recent games. Hinman hasn't really got back to form since coming back from international duty. LA Galaxy with Chicharito up top. Is that Jesus Corona? No, it's Joe Corona, but what a name to have during these times. Wow. We are unbeaten in our last 4 games. Let's see if we can keep it going to the end of the season. As Lovren has a header on goal, but it's come off the bar. Could have been an early goal there inside 3 minutes. Well, aside from that early highlight, we haven't seen anything else. It's been a very quiet first half, and that is literally the only highlight we've had. Half time. Very boring half, aside from that early chance we had where we hit the woodwork. Could have been 1-0 there, but that's the only thing we've seen so far. Let's hope the second half has a lot more action in it. Hopefully action that will go our way. The wide players, again, have struggled, as has Pozzuelo. Not been too good, and we are actually losing the possession game for a change. Usually our possession is more. But 59 minutes, coming up to the hour, and it is LA Galaxy on the ball here. Ball forward to Insua. And that's not a good pass. And David Beckham has a go for goal. And it's a save by the goalkeeper. Almost gifted a goal there by Galaxy. Now it is a throw-in for Galaxy. It's a Tajuri on the ball. And it's Dos Santos to Corona. Wow, wide. If he'd have scored, that would have been a good head title for the video. Right, changes. Pezzuelo, Lovren and a Cam have all really disappointed. We're going to bring on Emerson Hidman. We're going to make him a bit more attacking. And just keep these 2 back. Pacheco and Panada back. I'm going to go Letjet in for a Cam. So double change made. 65 minutes. Hopefully it plays into our hands. But it's been a very close game. 84 minutes played. We do have the ball here with a throw in a good position. It's Dotson with a cross headed away by Skelly. Here's Katai. And 3 versus 2 here at the moment. Alvarez is probably going to go for goal. Good block by Anibaba though. They get a corner from it, but that's good defending. Right, both wide players are on wing back to defend. I'm going to go Danladi in for Bruin and just keep him back as like a false 9. Almost like a strikerless formation. See if he can help out at the back. I'm going to go tighten up and just see if we can get a point from this. It looks like that's all we're going to get. As long as we don't concede late on here. It's going to have to be just a point. And we're into the first minute of stoppage time. It's a free kick for Galaxy. Insua is on this. It's short to Hark. And it's Katai to... Oh, God. I mean, it was us that got the late winner in the last game against Portland, and now it's happened against us. Because, of course, it has. And, yeah, that unbeaten run isn't going to last the end of the season because Galaxy have just scored very late on. Not what we wanted to see at all. Hark with the ball to Katai, and a first-time ball to Shradi. That's unfortunate. I mean, with like a minute left to go, we're going to have to just go for something here. That's going to be the end, and it's another loss. On camera, the run's not good. Not good at all. I mean, that was a boring game. There really wasn't much to talk about in the match. It was a very dull game. I don't know. We're just not getting enough from our attacking players once again. This is why we struggled last time. We just didn't get enough from those players out wide. I mean, to be honest, I think probably Mukhtar has been our best sort of wide player this season. We let him go, which, looking back, might have actually been a bad choice. We've got lots of money for it, though. But the signings we've brought in instead have not really been up to scratch. Lovren's been good, but that's it really. But defeat there means that we are we actually through yet? I don't know. Does it look like Minnesota won? So that's good. They haven't overtaken us. But LA Galaxy go 4 points behind us. The gap is still 6 points. So nothing's closed with 2 games to go. As long as we don't lose them both, then we should be through. And even if we do lose them both, which I don't want to happen, then it'll very much rely on Portland or San Jose, you know, winning all 3 of their games. So, you know, or both of their games rather. So, you know, it's going to take a lot for us to fall out of the playoffs. Hopefully we'll be okay. I'd just like to end this season well. I mean, we're ending it better than we did last season. We've actually had a couple of good results. But, yeah, that one was disappointing because we just didn't really create very much there. We really didn't. That was a dreadful match. We didn't really do anything. 1 key pass. 2 key passes, excuse me. Double the amount. I mean, they didn't have that much themselves. They had a couple of chances and a few like good passes. They were better than us on the night. So we were disappointing here. Anyway, we've got 2 more games to go, both at home. So we didn't lose in our 3 away games. We get our first home game back. And we lose it because of course we do. 2 more games to go, both at home. Sporting Kansas City and Seattle Sounders. Hopefully we can get something from one or both of those games and finish well. I mean, 3rd place would be nice. 2nd place would be even better. It looks like we're going to be in the top 7 and be through to the playoffs. God, this chair is falling down. It looks like we're going to be in the top 7 and through to the playoffs again, but I don't know if a higher finish means you get a better draw or if it's random. I know that the 2 winners get a bye through to the semis, but I'm not sure if a higher finish gives you a better draw against another team. I'm not sure if that's how it works or not. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do consider subscribing and turning on notifications. And next time we've got those last 2 league games after the playoffs. That's it for Nashville. We're just doing the 2nd season and then we're done. And after that, that's going to be it for FM21 in terms of saves, as I've said. But there's going to be a few other Football Manager videos like experiments and simulations. But we've got to get through this season with Nashville first of all. There's not long left to go. We've got next episode and then the playoffs. Hopefully we'll get further than we did last year. But yeah, saves coming to a close. We'll end it for now. Thank you for watching and I will see you soon. Goodbye.